Good evening, and a pleasant welcome to yet again another exciting edition of the KAPZ Show. As you know, this is a show that brings to you all about Liberian entertainment, the do's, the don'ts, the highs, and the lows, plus the best of full packaging of Liberian entertainment. We'll also bring to you your favorite Liberian celebrities, their lifestyle, their profile on the section of our entertainment news. And you can also follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Get to our Facebook page, just tap in KAPZ fan page, and you can form part of the discussion. If you'd like to serve as sponsor for the show, just locate our live TV office right next to the Central Police Station, or better still, call us on the numbers rolling at the bottom of your screen. My name is Body Love, and I'm here today. Well, unfortunately, my co-presenter could not be here with me due to one or two reasons. But whatever the case is, this is KAPZ, and the show has to go on. Well, let me say happy Ramadan Day to all of our Muslim brothers and sisters in Liberia and across the country, all around the world. Wherever you're watching, I'd like to say happy Ramadan Day to you. Thank God that you have broken your fast, and we pray that you guys have celebrated in grand style. And I want to remember somebody special to me, a good friend of mine. She lives there in Palestine, who always following live TV, watching my show, watching all of our programs, and that's the lady Sarah. You also broke your fast today. I want to say thank you so much. I want to say welcome, and I pray that God bless you. Well, today on the KAPZ Show, we're going to be talking more about culture. You know, always on the show, we have never really talked about culture, and culture is a part of entertainment. So we'll be having a special guest here today that is going to help us in that aspect to talk about culture. Okay, but I'm about to take my first musical break, and when I come back, it's all about KAPZ. So let's enjoy this music video. Until we come back, we jump right into our discussion.
I am that I am. There is no one like you, Papa. My great provider, Jesus, oh my Redeemer, Alpha Omega. There is no one like you, Chimo.
Kosara ebe kwedike china sekbere, no one like you. can use me as you will.
There is no one like you. Chimo, you're the greatest. Shinekimo, you're the highest. Shinekimo, I bow before you, oh my Redeemer. No one like you. Hallelujah, Hosanna.
All right, we are back from that musical break. Wherever you are watching, in case you've just joined us, I'd like to say welcome to Light TV and welcome to the KAPZ show. All right, once again, happy Ramadan to all of you that went through it for the month and that you broke your fast today. All right, like I said, on the KAPZ show, we've always been talking about music, movies, fashion, and entertainment. It's more than that, okay? It's not just music, it's not just movie, okay? It's about art and craft, it's about culture. And today we're going to be discussing about culture, okay? Culture is a great part of entertainment, but if you don't know, you will not go after it. So I'm so privileged to have someone that I respect so much, someone that I look up to as a mentor, as a father, as a big brother, and to have him on the show, someone who have been in the game, the cultural game, for a huge number of time, probably even before I was born. And he's here today on the KAPZ show to tell us the importance of culture, especially our Liberian culture. I have with me Mr. Lavala. I'm so happy to have you. Welcome to Light TV.
Thank you for inviting me on your show.
And thank you for honoring the invitation for coming here. It's good to have you here. It's good to have you on the show. Yeah. You know, most often we talk about entertainment, and, especially on our KAPZ show, we do art and craft. We talk about music, we talk about movie, but this, actually, I will confess, this is the first time we come to discuss culture. And I'm so glad I was able to get in touch with you and we were able to talk about it, and now we have you here.
And thank you once more.
Yeah.
And I will always be willing to be on your show. Whatever you want us to discuss,
that's good.
We can go through it together.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, if you are watching this show right now, we are discussing culture. We're about to talk about culture, okay? So just do not leave your television set, okay? It's going to get very, very interesting. Yeah, by the way, Mr. Lavala, tell us first about how long have you been into this culture business first? How long have you been into the game?
I have been into this game since 11 years old.
11 years old?
Yeah, I've been on the stage for a very long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you enter, how did you start? You started as a dancer or as a drummer, or how did you start the art? Which part of the art you got into?
I started as a yogi. That is, I used to do yoga.
Yoga.
Yeah.
What, can you still break that down for me a little bit?
It's like, how you call it, those gymnastics.
Oh, okay, those acrobatic stuff. Wow.
And yoga.
Do you still do it?
I was very flexible.
Do you still do it? I know, I'm just kidding.
I can go there.
I know. All right, and then from there, from that yoga, you...
From there, in fact, I have been like this. From yoga, I went to sport, started to play football, and later I came back and started learning how to dance.
Okay.
And today, I'm a dance teacher.
Wow.
I'm a drummer, and I'm just an entertainer.
Wow.
Because that's my whole life.
I know. That's good. So, what's the importance of culture, especially our Liberian culture, to the society? Do you think we have been really practicing our culture, or has it been ignored?
Actually, to understand culture, you must first know what culture is.
Okay, yeah.
All right?
So what?
And culture is just the way of life of a group of people.
Okay.
That's just culture. And then a lot of the time, or most of the time, people see culture to be just dancing.
Okay, but it's more than that.
Yeah, it's more than that. If we decide to split culture here for you, you will say, but what is this? Yeah, because we have the components of culture.
Okay.
And in my own
I'm feeling like I'm in a class right now, yeah. The component of
we have
culture.
the component of culture, and we have material culture and non-material culture.
Okay.
All right. And most of the time, our people just go for the dancing aspect.
The dancing aspect.
But through my research, I've come to understand that culture is divided into 5 different aspects. Okay, we have the traditional occupation, that is people learning how to do art and craft, weaving, you know, tie and dye.
Okay.
You understand? All of those things, teaching our people how to fishing, how to make nets, plant mats. All of those things are all part of culture.
Okay.
Then we come to the moral aspect. The moral aspect teaches us how to respect older people, and the kind of respect we should be having for women, and the way we interact with our colleagues. We should be able to come up with that kind of good moral. And this is what is lacking in our system because we refuse to practice it. Okay, and we also talk about our beliefs. In Liberia, we have one belief which says union success is sure. All right, and that's one of our beliefs. So every tribe in Liberia has their own belief, their own belief system. Okay, but unfortunately for us, we are not practicing those things because we feel that we want to be Europeans.
Yeah,
and
so
we want to
forgetting
forget
our culture.
all of those beautiful culture that we have. Before even coming to entertainment, in culture we also have what we call entertainment. But most of the time, people having programs here in Liberia, when they talk about entertainment, they only look at the secular music, they only look at maybe the hip hop. But what about the cultural music? That is the folk dances, the folk songs. Those are all part of entertainment. We have the storytelling. When last you listened to someone telling you stories?
You know, when I was a kid, I remember back, you know, those things used to be so unique, so natural, and you know, you sit there like in the interior around the fire, your elderly people tell stories, and it was so unique. Indeed, but nowadays, it's not really happening.
It's not really happening. But fortunately for me, in recent time, I have been taking part in a storytelling competition. It has just revived my whole story on culture. All right, going to places and telling stories. I was just at the Corina Hotel just a few days ago, telling the people's story. You know, so and a lot of people getting interested in it because the way we do it, the way we try to portray the story. I mean, it's sketchy. You know, so we also have drumming. If you see people drumming right here, I mean, you will forget all of your stress, all of your worry, and just pay attention to the kind of way those drummers will be entertaining you. So you see, people should not restrict entertainment to only movie or
singing, going to the studio, we're forgetting about the cultural aspect.
Even the singing, we have the traditional folk songs, where we used to have Fatu Gavela coming on stage to perform, Princess Fatu Gavela, and we have ZTT, we have Cesar Gator. I mean, it was just wonderful at that time.
And you know, talking about the arts, I may not know about when I was a kid, and you know, back in the day when they had like Keneja, the culture center. I remember my father took us there before, and we used to go see the country hut, the guys performing the act, and you know, putting it into drama, dancing, and you know, it was so the one we call the masquerade, the one we call the devil, the country devil, Max Dancer. It was so natural. I mean. It was so natural. And does culture have to do with dress code? Like every tribe has their own culture. What can you say about the dress code when it comes to dressing?
Every tribe in Liberia has the way to dress. But unfortunately for us, it has not been preserved.
Which tribe are you from? So
I'm from the Pele
tribe.
Ethnic background.
Let's talk a bit about your dress code. How do you think when it comes to culture?
I just said it. Right now we are like borrowing from everywhere. You understand? Because our forefather did not do us justice by maintaining those things. So right now we have formed ourselves and trying to do a lot of research so that our children
can be able to
follow up those things that we left behind.
That's good.
So it's very important. Right now, no tribe will come out to tell you this is our form of dress. Because like everyone is borrowing
from other places. Well, we are here. If you are watching us on the KAPZ Entertainment Show, we are discussing culture, the importance of culture, especially within Liberia, our own culture. Why is it that we are abandoning our culture? We should be proud of doing it. We should practice our culture. There's no crime in it, but we have been abandoning our own culture. And today, I'm so happy to have Mr. Lavala here telling us about culture. We're going to go in depth to discuss more about culture, the importance of Liberian culture. What can we do to revive that spirit, to bring back that spirit? We're about to take our break. Next break, when we come back, more discussion, more exclusive interview on culture. This is KAPZ. We'll be right back. It's the KAPZ Entertainment Show, the best of all entertainment shows. Get all the latest gossip and entertainment news of what's trending in the world of Liberian entertainment. Enjoy 100% Liberian entertainment on KAPZ every Friday at 8 p.m. with Paul and Jojo live only on Light Television. Welcome back from that break, and we are still here on the KAPZ Show discussing about culture, Liberian culture. Why have we been ignoring our own culture? Why are we not practicing our own culture? Other countries do. Okay, I've traveled a couple of countries, African countries, and like the Ghana, they practice their culture. The Nigeria, they practice their culture. Okay, and we are Africans. Even the whites, I believe they have culture. Okay, so it's important that we do not do away with our culture. We are still here with Mr. Lavala, and I want to know, do we still have, like, because the old culture center, the Kennedy was like done with, do we have culture center now?
Actually, there is one that is been established in Marshall.
All right.
Okay, the past government try to put a fence around it because people are not encroaching on the land.
Oh.
And they were able to establish a stage, 2 palava huts, and 1 other dwelling place. But right now there's no artists living there. In fact, no one is practicing there. We just have people going there doing what they think they can do, but there's no cultural center for people to live and practice the art.
And I believe that you have your own, like your own group, or I don't know, I should say organization, or how should I call it when it comes to the culture, where you have your own setup, right?
Yeah.
People that you're training.
I'm the founder of SLA. That is School of Liberian Arts and Dance. This is the first of its kind in Liberia. We teach people, those who have interest in dancing, we teach them. It's very easy to dance. Even you here, you can dance with me, especially with the team that I have.
I think I need to learn how to dance.
SLA is involved in training dances and drumming, especially from Liberia.
Okay.
All right.
And how long has SLA been existing now?
SLA, I can say I imported SLA from Ghana.
Wow.
So we started since 2007 when we were on the Liberian refugee camp.
I can remember, yes. I know, back in the day.
We had some expatriates coming to the Liberian refugee camp, and they had a lot of local or NGOs. And so those international volunteers that were coming, they normally work with the various institutions that they come to, but at the end of the day, they meet me at the culture center. So there we got this idea and started to form ourselves into an institution. And today we are here. We operate from Vamuma House. Yeah.
Wow.
Every Saturday. So it's like tomorrow is a dance section.
I really wish to be there one day. I will try. I think I need to learn how to dance. Thank God, I think
It's
you can
possible.
teach me,
Anybody
right?
can learn with us.
All right.
As long as you can count from 1 to 10 and you know your left from your right, you can dance with us.
Wow.
It's very simple.
So now let's look at the present cultural ambassador. Are you guys like working in line? How is there a working relationship going on? Because she's the ambassador still, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, since I came to Liberia, I have been like the ambassador and the cultural union. They are not on par. Because the ambassador of culture should be working along with the cultural union, because the cultural union is a mother organization for all other cultural groups in Liberia.
Okay.
So I believe the ambassador is supposed to be working in line with the president of the cultural union.
All right.
I mean, since I joined the cultural union family, I have not seen that working.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like everybody doing their own thing, which is not good for the cultural sector of our country.
Yeah. And there's the cultural aspect, like your organization, your entity. Have you guys been involved in when it comes to the peace reconciliation programs, the other initiatives? Have you guys been involved in stuff like that? Because some of the expatriates that come, they really enjoy our culture and they sometimes use entity like yours. Have you guys been involved in anything like that?
Yeah, even during the time they had this peace, and with 10 years of peace.
Okay, yeah, that was enjoyed.
The cultural union was involved, and we brought on board all of the different cultural troops, and it was unique. In fact, we had the cultural ambassador own group participating, and it was wonderful. So we sometimes take initiatives and have some cultural program also.
Okay. But besides the recent cultural center that the past government have established or trying to put on path, I mean, has the government never been supportive when it comes to the work of the cultural people?
Actually, the past government had not been interested in promoting culture and tourism.
Have you guys approached this present government since then?
We are talking because it calls for a lot of dialogues. Okay, it's not about confusion.
No.
We have to dialogue and make sure. In fact, the new Minister for Culture and Tourism, Deputy Minister for Culture and Tourism, he has a lot of interest. And I believe he wants to work. But it depends on this Liberian syndrome, no money. No money.
No money.
It's like every time you come up with very good programs, people will say, oh, that's good, that's great. But no
how
money.
they implement it is the problem.
The momentum, and kill the whole thing. That's where we are. But they have some interest, and we hope they will be able to pick up from where the past government stopped.
So how far do you intend to go with this culture program you're on? How far do you intend to go?
This is, for me, is a lifetime thing. Because if I tell you all of those things that I learned and later today I'm focusing only on culture, you might not believe it. I did building construction. I also did drafting. I do music because I play the jazz drum. And I'm a teacher by profession. I did early childhood development, but I choose this art.
Put culture first.
Yes, I choose this art as my life because when I was getting into this, I was beaten by my brothers. They never wanted me to choose this as career. And you know that I'm also an actor.
I know, that I know. Right. That I know.
Right. So that's where we are. We're trying to make things work out. But culture is my life. But
since then, your family, how supportive have they been when it comes to, like, your immediate family, how supportive have they been when it comes to their cultural career?
Certain time they had to let me go.
Because
they could not hold me back.
They realized they couldn't stop.
They could not hold me back. And bless God for the family that I've made. My wife is in support of everything that I do. She's my strength.
That's good.
Because other women will say you have to leave this. You have been in it for a very long time. It's time for you to stop and find something else to do. But she always support me in whatever that I do.
That's great. That's good. And that's what you love doing. So once she's supporting you, and I think That's important.
She's very supportive.
Yeah. Have you, any of your kids or your wife, they know how to dance? They can go watch some of your programs
All
too?
of my kids are dancers.
Wow, the whole family.
I grabbed that concept from Ghana. I believe that this is a family career.
Wow.
You must be a dancer before you can be a doctor. That's my concept.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like if your child wants to be a doctor or a mechanical engineer, you got to pass through.
A dancer. Yeah. So right now, all of my kids are dancing.
I like that.
And they want to follow my footsteps.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. But I hope one of them who want to be a medical doctor probably be operating and be dancing. Is it, but what are you doing? No, I'm learning from my father. My father said I got to be.
In fact, my son right now, anything he touches in the house, that's drum. So just imagine how the whole house is looking like.
Wow.
Every corner he pass, he must make some sound. You know.
That's it.
He loved the art too.
So, well, what really you think the government need to do to help bring the culture back to where it was? Because I may have been a kid by then, but I knew that culture was really booming in Liberia, if I stand to be corrected.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, and I don't know, it was during the war, after the war, everything dropped. I can remember some of those guys that we used to see on television.
Yeah.
Those culture guys, when we see them, oh, this is this person, this is it. They want to call Malawala, Balawa, those guys, and yeah. So what do you think can be done for culture to come back to what it used to be?
In the study of culture, we have what we call the preservation of culture. And one of the ways we can preserve our culture is first take it to the schools.
All right.
Make sure we have school cultural programs.
Okay.
And not only the dancing aspect.
No.
Also the theory aspect of culture should be taught in the schools.
Okay.
So that our children can grow up in it. When the children grow up into the culture, they will not just depart from it. That's one of the major things we can do. We also need to do a lot of research to give the proper information to the kids. Because children are quick to learn. Whatever information that you give them, they hold it forever. You understand? So I remember one time I was in one teacher training in Ghana. I asked this guy, what did you do to preserve your culture? You know what he told me, and which I hold up to? He said, we start from the nursery school. Okay. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Start from the nursery school and introduce our culture to the children. But here in Liberia, do you know what is happening? The school administration will wait until graduation period before they can call somebody to come and teach culture. Which I frown on. There should be a teacher in the school
from the early stage.
From the day school opens, that is, the person should be gainfully employed.
I do agree with you. I agree. Let me just come here a little bit. I remember I was back in Tottenham, Bomi County, because there where I was born, there where I grew up. Okay. I was attending the Catholic school, St. Dominic Catholic School, and they had cultural group in that school.
Yeah.
And every time you see the group going to teach, the people were like employed, like there. Students from the young age were learning. They were start getting interested in culture. So I think what you're saying makes a whole lot of sense.
Even here in Liberia, most of the big guys that you saw, that you just name it, Balawala, some of them, Balawala came from Tottenham High. Tottenham High had a culture troop.
You see?
And Tottenham High culture troop used to travel. The president used to call them at the time, William Aratobo. He used to call them and send them out of the country. Yeah. These things need to come back. Our government
really
needs to focus
back,
on our culture, and even the cultural practitioners should know that they are custodian of our culture. They should not just damage our culture.
Yeah. I had an uncle who used to be at Kennedy. He was part of the culture stuff. He used to do, and whenever he leaves Bonriver, when he goes to Bombi Hill, he was like, "Oh, King, we all behind you. Oh yeah, t-shirt. It was so sweet. It was so nice. I mean, we shouldn't forget about our culture, man. I'm having so much fun. I will try to learn how to dance culture. Mr. Lavala is going to try to teach me, and I have a friend who's working in the station before. He liked culture, but he liked dancing. I show when I carry him there. I'll call his name at the end of the program to tell you who's that. I'm taking my next break. When we come back, we try to wrap it up on the KAPZ Entertainment Show. We'll be right back. welcome back to the KAPZ Show. We are still here discussing about Liberian culture, the importance of our culture, why we should not forget about our culture. So if you're out there, you've been I used to be so much interested in culture, okay? So much, all right? And even majority of Liberians used to love culture so much, especially when we were kids. Our parents take us to Kendeja to go and see our cultural stars. It was so wonderful, all right? So I'm here with Mr. Lavala. He's telling us back about those things and what can we do. You know. Now, Mr. Lavala, if somebody trying to get back into culture or want to get in contact with you, maybe they're interested, I don't want to help or want to be, how can they get in contact with you?
I don't know. I did not come ready to promote myself here.
Yeah, I know, but probably you are into culture. Somebody wants to get in contact and know more about
just
it.
Give them a number, but I won't mind if you.
Where is your place? Yeah,
I'm presently in the Point 4 area,
okay.
But I have classes at Vamuma House every Saturday.
Okay.
From 11 to 12, just 1 hour.
1 hour.
You can come. We do exercise, and from there we teach you various kinds of dances from Liberia, and we also give you background of those dances. That is a brief history.
Okay.
And you know, before you can dance, you must understand a bit about Liberia, especially when you are an expatriate or you just foreign student in our country. We can introduce you to that by giving you background of the dance before you even get into it.
Do you guys have some foreign students, people, expatriates that get interested want to dance?
Oh yeah. People come every Saturday.
Wow.
So it's like no matter how I'm tired from work, because I work from Monday to Friday.
Okay.
Instead of me resting on Saturday again, I'm working. Yeah, you're working. Know, and that I don't joke with it. Yeah. So the name of the school is SLA, like I said, School of Liberian Arts and Dance. This is the first of its kind in Liberia.
Wow.
Yeah. And wash up for the lunch. It will be great.
Oh, okay. You guys are planning a lunch. That will be wonderful. I would love to see. Is it anytime soon?
Very soon. I'm just working on the article of incorporation. Okay. And right after that, we'll be launching to the public.
All right.
Because our dream is to keep the culture in the school, taking culture back to the school. Okay. And that's our dream.
That's good. Do you guys go into competition with other cultural houses? Has there ever been any? Right
now, people are just doing things on their own. Okay. But very organized cultural competition have not been held in Liberia for so many years.
But I think that would be something to really put together.
We need to look at it. But I'm looking at having the school cultural competition. All right. I want to focus on the school system and see how best we can improve the kids. And mind you, the kids are interested in this art. Okay. It's just left with the school administrations to get it into the school system. All right. And you have targeted some schools already? Yeah, I've written over 15 schools, and they have given me positive response. Okay. It's just that for me, I like to be committed to everything that I do. So getting volunteers in those schools to be able to maintain the children and maintain the school program. I don't want people leaving from the school and giving different excuses. That is why up to now I've not sent volunteers to the school.
Oh, okay. So once the school give their consent, you send someone send a volunteer to be doing the training there instead of having them coming over.
No. Okay. They will go to the school and have the program in the school.
Yeah, I think that's the right way.
What we are planning to do is that we take the culture to the school, have the volunteers in the school, and then after a certain time, all of those schools that are benefiting from our program, they will go into a very big cultural program.
Yes, I think.
And that will be a competition. We'll be doing theoric, we'll be doing drama, and we'll be doing traditional folk dances.
Yeah. I think that's the best way because you get more people to be interested because you having the teaching done at the school. Yeah. Students will gather around, they will see their friends, and they will gain interest.
In fact, I had an opportunity to do this in Ghana. Okay. You know, most of the time when we talk about Ghana, people think that we don't love our own country, but you always need to have reference. Okay. I was teaching at KAPZ College, full-time, not just come for program. No, I don't like to do that. All right. Full-time, KAPZ College, Kids and Us. Yeah. And
I remember those schools. I remember them.
We've been teaching there. I mean, it was so unique. It's like from the they take you as a teacher in the school, not just anybody. It was true that I had the opportunity to do the teacher training because I was one of the teachers in the school doing culture, and I had the opportunity to go for that.
I believe most people that have not really gotten interest in this culture, some of them have this misconception about culture, and maybe taking it to be something else than seeing it the positive side, seeing it in the right direction. Because once a man come up with a negative, perception about something, he wouldn't gain more interest. But culture is very, very something that is not just entertaining, but it's unique. And because most of us, we really don't know our culture. We really don't. And
if you don't know your culture, people try to direct you different places. It's like a country, a tree without a root.
A root.
It's a dead tree.
And it happens in our entertainment industry, like the movie industry, because we don't know our culture. When we're doing like traditional story, we try to copy the Nigerians or the Ghanaians, the way they dress, because we really don't, And
if you notice me, whenever I'm taking part in the traditional movie, I'm keen on the English.
Yes.
I'm keen on the
dress code,
the hair plait.
I
always correct people. You don't do it this way. You don't do it this way. Use our own. We have the cornrow.
Good.
Okay, we have the country plan. We have all of those beautiful.
Even the thread in the hair. We can thread our hair.
We do all that. Why would you want to dress like a Nigerian? Well, anyway, you can also blame them because our forefathers did not give us the kind of picture that we need so that we can, keep on the dream. So we are working over time. In fact, right now I'm coming up with a book.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we can be.
That has to do with culture.
Yeah.
Centered around culture.
Centered around culture, so that it can be used in the school system to teach our culture.
It is a very good initiative. I just wish the government and other people will see it from a positive direction and try to come in.
A lot of information. A lot of information in that. It's a package.
This is very, very interesting, seriously. Yeah, we got a lot of interpretation, because I believe some of those dress code that people use in their movies, some of those things they try to portray, it has meaning. It has meaning that you just don't do it if you don't know about it. But because due to ignorance, we say, well, we're doing African movie traditional stories, and we follow the people, we copy them. But it's good for us to know where we're coming from, who we are, and then we'll be able to identify with our culture.
And one thing, if you don't know your culture, it separates you from the truth. All right? And here in Liberia, you don't have any festival.
It's hard.
And festival also bring people together. It's one of the method of preservation. All right, but here in Liberia, we just lost. But I think we thank God that some of us came back and working with people who have interest to support our culture. So we try to make it vibrant.
Like in the culture, I believe they have different kind of dancing. Different tribes have their own style of way of dancing. Like they got the basso, the kio. I think I was small. I used to let's do the basso dance. Let's be the basso doing the kio dance.
We have 16 tribes in Liberia.
Okay.
All right, and these 16 tribes, each of them have their own unique way of dancing. And the way of dressing, doing dance performance. Those are the ones that we can remember, because those are the things that we saw.
And you teaching all those ones?
Yeah.
Wow.
We teach part of those things.
That's good. So if I would ask you, which of those dances really interests you? Which one of those dances you think that when it's being dramatized or demonstrated, people really go for it?
We have the Mandingo.
Okay.
The Mandingo dance is widely done.
Okay.
All right. There's no limitation on the dancer.
All right.
He leaps everywhere he wants to go. He's at liberty. And we have the down and the Gio and the Mano tribe.
All right.
We call them the down tribe. So we have the down male and down female.
Oh, okay.
All right. We also have the pellet that come from Central or Liberia, which portrays the farming system.
Okay.
It's so unique.
Wow. All these things are interpretations,
Every tribe has its own unique folk dance in Liberia.
That's so
it's like you can learn from now to, let's say 2-3 years, you keep learning new things, because those different tribes have a different way of dancing.
Wow.
And one of the things that is losing from the surface of the earth, because I can say just in Liberia, is the Wula dance.
hula?
The hula dance is from Bomi County.
Okay.
Okay, it used to be formed in the Besao Culture Troupe. Culture Center in Bomi County. Besao Culture Center. But right now, you go to Besao, you see so Butch.
I can remember one culture dancer in Liberian they call CFA. One CFA culture troupe that one of the renowned culture troupe back in the day when we were kids, you know, in Tottenham Bird.
And that hula dance, they have the traditional gymnastic.
Okay.
That is the guy speak to you through the renegade, or the kele. He calls your name, you tell him what you want to do, and you guys communicate through the drum.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a stick drum because a hole in the middle.
What baffles me is I can see the person dancing and the man playing the drum. You know exactly what to play and the man know exactly what to dance to. The two people, you know, they are moving.
That's communication between the dancer and the drummer.
Yeah.
And the communication comes through the drum. So every good dancer must be able to listen to the drum.
But I believe that means tie his eyes and he still dance.
Not the face of the drummer. No.
Okay.
He listens to the sound produced by the drummer.
I see.
So that will make it look interesting. No one knows what is happening.
Yeah.
But the both of them understand.
So when it comes to acrobatic, you know, are you guys still teaching it, like teaching people how to do it?
We have a very strong acrobatic team right now.
That's the one I'm interested in. I want to learn it because
I used to do only the yoga.
Yeah, I want to do that because when I learn, at least I will not be paying transportation. I will just be somersaulting from my horse. I'll be coming to work.
Take time to hurt yourself.
No, I'll just be in the traffic between the cars somersaulting. But it's good, you know. Yeah. Any final message before we take leave or wrap it up?
I just want to talk to our viewers. I want to say thanks for watching and make this place your own, Light TV. I mean, when I first saw it on the Facebook, I said, wow. This is happening in Liberia, so I need to be a part. But you can call me anytime you want me. We can talk a lot of different issues. I'll be glad to be here so that we can talk, especially promoting culture.
Yeah. We really need that. Yeah. Thank you so much for taking our time over. I really, really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And I think my interest in culture has grown. I want to learn how acrobat. I want to be coming to work without paying transportation. It was good.
I had a lot of stuff, but we
still have more time. Yeah, time to do that. Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to show.
All right.
But we have to do some editing before presenting it to the public.
That's good. Yeah. Well, it's been wonderful, and we've been talking about culture, our own culture, giving us interest back into our culture. We have lost our way. We pray and we thank God that we have somebody like Mr. Lavala to help us put us back on track. So you out there, you can do the same. Okay, all you have to do is gain interest, support any other way you can. Okay, that's our culture. We should know our culture. We cannot escape it, or else we'll be going the different ways, photocopying other people. So well, we have come to the end of this section of our program, and I'd like to say thanks to our viewers for always watching the KAPZ show and always watching Light TV, because we are 100% Liberian content. Okay, we only promote Liberian content. And once again, happy Ramadan Day to all of our Ramadan brothers and sisters, our Muslim brothers and sisters, and to my special friend there in Palestine who are always watching our program, all of Light TV programs, especially my shows. To my friend Sarah, I would like to say thank you so much for following Light TV, and to our cameraman and all of you guys that made this broadcast possible. Until I see you next week for another brand new edition, my name remains Paul Allen Weir. Bye-bye and God bless you. Peace to you.